Isiah Thomas was on the Sway radio show, reacting to Dennis Rodman claiming Larry Bird couldn't play in today's NBA and would play in Europe. Isiah claimed if Larry Bird was playing in today's NBA, he would be a league MVP and winning championships. So which former Detroit Pistons legend are you agreeing with?
I feel like you would have very strong opinions on this topic. That's why I did put it in the preparation sheet. So I want to hear from you first. Who do you think is right in this debate over Larry Bird?
I tweeted out that, dude, Dennis Rodman's crazy, bro. Like, Larry Bird would still be a killer in today's NBA. There's more space. You got to go watch some older highlights of him. He's a really good athlete. Like, I mean, he's not winning you dunk contest or nothing like that. But when he was in his prime, he could run the floor. He could dunk over people. He was a smart player. Like, I love watching Larry Bird highlights. I love watching Magic Johnson highlights. I think both of those guys would be great in today's NBA. And Larry Bird, at the end of the day, just knows how to win basketball games, man. He's a smart player. Look at Nikola Jokic, man. I don't always love that comparison because they both play different positions, but there are some similarities in the game. If Nikola Jokic can do it in today's NBA, Larry Legend could do it in today's NBA. He would just be an absolute killer in today's NBA, man. It would be so much fun to watch. And, yeah, Dennis Rodman is just absolutely crazy, man. I love Dennis Rodman. I would love to talk to him at some point, but, like, yeah, I don't know what he was trying to get by saying that about Larry Bird, man.
So I listened to both sides, and they both played against Larry Bird during his era. I look at today's NBA, and I look at the lack of physicality. I look at the no handshake rule. I look at unathletic guys like a Jokic that just cook. I think I'm going to agree with Isiah Thomas on this one. I think if Larry Bird was in today's NBA, he would be probably top 5 in scoring. I don't know if I would go as far as to say that he would dominate the league like Isiah Thomas, but I think he would be one of the top players in the NBA. I mean, the guy won a 3-point contest in a freaking tracksuit, for God's sake, man. Like, the guy was cooking. I think Rodman is just talking crazy as usual. I don't know. Like, he defended him throughout the playoffs. You would think if Rodman does still watch basketball today, that Larry could go out and dominate these guys.
Yeah, I still don't know why Dennis Rodman said it, man. He just seems like he's not paying attention to today's NBA, like you were saying, man. Like, it's less physical. Yeah, they're top to bottom, they're better athletes. Just because of like the training, the nutrition, all that other stuff that goes into it. But it's a way more wide open game. Larry Bird had the size to play the 3 or the 4. He had a great shooting touch. I mean, he only made, I think, like 300 3-pointers in his career. He'd be shooting probably like 10 of them today. He had a good post-up game. He was smart with the ball. He was kind of like a free safety on defense. Like, Larry Bird could just do it all, man. But what about that quote from Isiah Thomas? I hate to flip the script, but where he said Victor Wembanyama would still be able to compete with the bad boys. I wasn't buying that when Isiah Thomas said that. Just because, and I just want to, real quick, Victor had a great summer league game too. He just finished with 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Like, he showed out.
Yeah.
It's just, dude, Bill Laimbeer would hurt him, man. And then Rick Mahorn would hurt him more. Seriously, man. Like, they would do that to Kristaps. They would do that to Bol. They would do that to James Wiseman. They were out there to hurt. All the guys in the 80s were out there to hurt each other.
Yeah, I mean, the only guy that you really saw that frame back in their day was Sean Bradley.
And he was coming in at the end, too. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't really see a build like that. I mean, like, you saw, like, stocky guys, like you said, like a Mahorn, even Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, like, guys like that in that era. I know Hakeem Olajuwon was kind of, like, late 90s, but I hate comparing eras because it's so hard. Could Victor adapt to the physicality? Probably. He's a smart basketball player, but I think the reason why I brought this up is because it's two sides of the fence with Rodman and Isiah. I think Larry Bird could play in today's NBA. I don't think he'd be playing in the Euro League at all. I think it's crazy to even say that.
No, I mean, I agree with you. I think Larry Bird, like I've already said, he would dominate in today's NBA.